Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Speedrunning with Awesome GDQ bundle of January 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Have a Nice Death, an action roguelike Metroidvania game developed by Magic Design Studios and published by Gearbox Publishing. In this game you play as Death, the CEO of Death Incorporated, on a mission to show your useless subordinates who's boss. As Death, you embark on a company-wide tour armed with your trusty scythe, battling death-related enemies in different departments of your grisly business. The gameplay is reminiscent of Dead Cells, with fast-paced combat involving scythe attacks, dashing, and using various sub-weapons. You must collect and upgrade equipment, including cloaks with powerful effects and spells that consume mana. Additionally, you can obtain curses that grant passive buffs, allowing you to customize your playstyle. Each run presents choices of where to go next, offering currency, buffs, or challenges. Boss battles are challenging, with screen-filling attacks that require skill and strategy to overcome. Healing orbs called anima can be collected and used to restore health, but the game's punishing nature may make survival difficult. However, a lower difficulty option called self-fulfillment mode provides more healing and gradually reduces enemy damage taken as you die, encouraging improvement. After each run, you unlock permanent upgrades and can purchase new weapons and spells with earned gold. Visually, the game impresses with beautiful animation and a striking art style. Despite some punishing aspects, Have a Nice Death offers superb combat, varied upgrades, and gorgeous visuals, making it a fantastic action roguelike Metroidvania worth exploring. And number 2 we have Ori and the Blind Forest, an extraordinary action-adventure game that combines breathtaking visuals, tight mechanics, and emotional storytelling into a seamless package. The game exemplifies decades of refined genre design, while adding its own unique touch. You begin the journey as Ori, a cat-like creature who must restore the spirit tree to save the dying forest. Though the premise is not groundbreaking, its execution is deeply moving. The game invests you emotionally, with its silent yet expressive characters, such as Ori's adoptive mother, Naru, and the spirit, Sane. Without much dialogue, their personalities and struggles shine, creating an emotional anchor for your adventure. Visually, Ori and the Blind Forest is stunning. Every frame feels alive, with intricate animations and layered designs that create a vibrant, ever-changing world. The orchestral score heightens these moments, drawing you further into the forest's beauty and peril. Mechanically, the game thrives. Inspired by classics like Super Metroid, Ori relies on exploration and skill progression. New abilities like wall jumping and gliding are integral not just for exploration, but for increasingly complex challenges. The gameplay demands precision and persistence. With trial and error sections, they may feel punishing, but are immensely rewarding when conquered. At about 7 hours, Ori's concise story does not overstay its welcome, offering a rich, focused experience. The quick save system adds a strategic layer, as you balance saving progress against using energy offensively. Ori and the Blind Forest is not just a game, it is a masterclass in design and storytelling, inviting you to explore, feel, and conquer. And number 3 we have Sonic Lost World, a 3D platformer that brings Sega's iconic mascot back into the spotlight, but unfortunately, it highlights many of Sonic's modern struggles. While the game's colorful visuals and varied level designs offer brief moments of intrigue, the overall experience is marred by poor controls, inconsistent mechanics, and frustrating gameplay choices. The game attempts to blend nostalgia elements from Sonic's past with new mechanics, but it stumbles more than it soars. You'll traverse tubular worlds and small planetoids reminiscent of Super Mario Galaxy, but instead of joy, you're left with a feeling of unfulfilled potential. Sonic's lack of precision in the air becomes painfully apparent during sections requiring finesse, and his awkward parkour abilities often result in unnecessary deaths. Whether you're running up walls or attempting to navigate alternate routes, Sonic's movements feel clumsy and unreliable. Combat does not fare much better. The lock-on attack, meant to simplify encounters, works inconsistently, leaving you to wonder if you'll land a hit or take damage. Even Sonic's signature speed is undercut by frequent transitions where you lose control, watching the game briefly play itself in smooth sequences that highlight how much better it could have been. While there's a glimmer of fun in levels like Desert Ruin, Zone 2, the rest of the game's design undermines Sonic's core appeal. If you're a hardcore fan, Sonic Lost World might warrant a look, but even then, you'll likely leave disappointed. At number 4 we have Shenmue I and II, a re-release of Sega's beloved Dreamcast classics, combining martial arts action, detective work, and life simulation. Set in the late 1980s, you follow Ryo Hazuki, a teenager seeking revenge for his father's murder, starting in the small atmospheric streets of Yokosuka, and eventually expanding to Hong Kong's bustling metropolis. The game offers a journey like no other. At its heart, Shenmue is a slow, thoughtful experience. While pursuing your quests, you'll spend much of your time exploring detailed environments, talking to NPCs, and piecing together clues. The world feels alive, with weather reflecting real historical data, festive decorations appearing over time, and subtle details that bring charm to every corner. Activities like arcade gaming, feeding a kitten, or even driving a forklift make mundane moments surprisingly compelling. Combat is sparse, but impactful, drawing on Virtua Fighter-inspired mechanics with plenty of moves to master. However, what stands out most is how the game intertwines Ryo's stoic determination with his softer, introspective side, creating an emotional depth that few games achieve. Despite their flaws, awkward voice acting, dated mechanics, and occasional pacing issues, the game's passion for detail and unique tone shine through. This faithful PC port modernizes the experience while preserving its quirky charm, making it accessible to new players and nostalgic fans alike. Shenmue I and II is a beautiful, flawed gem that rewards patience and curiosity. It's not for everyone, but if you embrace its pace, you'll find a deeply memorable experience. At number 5 we have BPM, Bullets Per Minute, a game that combines elements of roguelike, rhythm, and first-person shooter games. Developed and published by All Interactive, it offers a unique gameplay experience. The game's main hook revolves around syncing the actions of firing and reloading weapons with a synth-tinged rock soundtrack. Acting in time with the beat is crucial, as shooting or reloading off-beat can lead to consequences such as gun jams and failed reload attempts. Enemy attacks are also tied to the music, creating a constant dance between the player and the monsters. While the rhythm mechanic initially provides satisfying moments, the game's influence from Doom becomes apparent as the player progresses. Constant movement and cramped rooms filled with enemies require the player to adapt to 2 different rhythms simultaneously, which can be disorienting and challenging. However, the game offers an auto rhythm option that frees the weapons from the soundtrack, allowing players to focus solely on the Doom-like rhythm and enjoy the experience to a greater extent. BPM incorporates roguelike elements, but it lacks permanent advantages between runs. Coins can be used to increase stats and purchase weapons and items, but the distribution of these resources feels chaotic and unbalanced. Similarly, dungeon variations and challenging enemy variations can sometimes feel unfair when encountered unexpectedly. Despite its flaws, BPM has enjoyable aspects detached from the central rhythm mechanic. The game offers rock-infused fun, although players may need to invest time to discover and appreciate these aspects. Ultimately, BPM Bullets Per Minute is a promising concept that stumbles in its execution, but finds redemption when breaking its own rules. At number 6 we have New Super Lucky's Tale, a modern re-release of the 2017 platformer, showcasing refined controls, expanded content, and vibrant charm. You step into the role of Lucky, a spirited young fox tasked with recovering pages of a magical book scattered across diverse worlds. With smooth, responsive controls, you'll find yourself effortlessly navigating landscapes, stringing together jumps, attacks, and dives. The game's updated camera enhances the experience, eliminating frustrations from the original version. Levels are diverse, blending 3D platforming, side-scrolling 2.5D stages, and fast-paced running sequences. This variety keeps gameplay engaging, though some elements, like the repetitive block-sliding puzzles in bonus levels, can feel uninspired. Still, the lush world designs, from grassy plains to quirky worm-filled deserts, add flair, even if they adhere to familiar platformer tropes. A highlight of the game is its charming and unforgettable cast of characters. From the golems, eager allies who provide charm and humor, to quirky bosses that strike the perfect balance of challenge and personality, every interaction feels delightful. The whimsical designs and playful narratives inject personality into each level. For seasoned gamers, the lack of difficulty might be a drawback, as levels rarely present significant challenge. However, the game excels as a family-friendly platformer with excellent polish and appeal. The Vaporwave-themed bonus levels, unlocked later, offer a creative, nostalgic twist and showcase the game's innovative spirit. New Super Lucky's Tale is a lovingly crafted, light-hearted 3D platformer that will charm fans of the genre while welcoming newcomers with its polished gameplay and irresistible characters. At number 7 we have Condemned: Criminal Origins. Released as an Xbox 360 launch title, Condemned: Criminal Origins blends psychological horror with gritty first-person combat to deliver an unforgettable experience. Drawing inspiration from Silence of the Lambs, Seven, and Twin Peaks, the game pulls you into a shadowy, unnerving world where every moment teeters on the edge of terror. You step into the shoes of Ethan Thomas, an investigator framed for murder and thrust into a relentless nightmare. From the unsettling opening scene to the climactic finale, the game keeps you on edge. Its atmospheric storytelling unfolds across well-structured chapters, ensuring the narrative stays engaging while offering natural stopping points. The story's twist, paired with the game's oppressive ambiance, make you feel like you're living a gripping, sinister thriller. Combat is visceral and intense, emphasizing melee weapons over firearms. You rely on everything from pipes to axes, with unique attributes, while scavenging scarce bullets for rare guns. The enemies, dubbed addicts, exhibit sharp AI, flanking and reacting dynamically, which keeps you on your toes. Forensic investigation segments further immerse you, seamlessly weaving detective work into the gameplay. While the graphics may show their age, the sound design is masterful, amplifying every creak and shadow. The ending does not quite match the journey's intensity, and the Xbox 360 Easter eggs feel out of place, slightly breaking immersion. Still, these flaws are minor in light of the game's strengths. Condemned: Criminal Origins remains a standout in horror gaming, a chilling masterpiece that grips you until the credits roll. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a solid deal at $12, offering a mix of classics and newer gems that will make most gamers happy. Standouts like Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition and Condemned: Criminal Origins bring unforgettable experiences, while New Super Lucky's Tale adds some lighthearted fun. Sure, some folks might already own a few of these games, but for anyone missing them, it's a no-brainer. If you're looking to snag a handful of great titles on the cheap, this bundle is worth it. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos by buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.